Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. First of all, you guys know the drill. If you guys please smash that like button, I'd really appreciate it if you guys could leave a comment down below. I don't care what it is, it super helps the channel out. Now it's Monday morning, it's about 5:30 a.m. I got up around 4, got a head start, got here early. I want to kick the week off good. I hope you guys all had a great Easter. And I appreciate you guys all for subscribing to the channel. And anybody that's watching, if you could please right now just hit the like button. And if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. And we're gonna kick this week off great. On the last video, I left you guys off on starting in on the Acura RDX. Now, here is the Acura RDX right now at its current state. Now you can see here, it's all torn down. We are doing an exterior paint and body refinish. There was pretty much dents and dings all over this vehicle when we first got it. So we went ahead and then tore it down. Of course, bumpers, tail lights, door handles, trim, mirrors, all that stuff was torn down, and the bodywork is complete. You can see here, we do have a high build primer. You can see here, we've already started prepping out on the hood, prepping out on the fender, and starting in on the door. But yeah, everything's going pretty good. It's been about a week since we started on this vehicle. Now you can see the rear door here is actually still put together. Well, it's actually put back together. We've already refinished the entire roof. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. It's probably a little bit dusty and dirty from sitting in the shop. And we've refinished the spoiler and the rear hatch itself. Now, I don't know if you guys can see the color here. We did do the original color, but we overlaid it with a chrome silver metallic flake. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it really leaves a very sparkly effect. It looks very luxurious, kind of reminds you of like a Mercedes-Benz or something. I don't know if you guys can, if the camera's picking that up or not. I know my iPhone did not like to pick up this color. I had to turn the exposure way down to get it to pick up, but what's cool about this color is outside in the natural light on like a cloudy day, overcast or something, it's very subtle and it looks still like pretty relatively OEM. And then when the sun comes out or it hits some lights, it just dances and the sparkles just come to life. If you guys can see here, but just adding the sparkle alone, of course there's different shades of the same paint code, but it does give it a much more silver effect versus this is the OEM color still, and here's our new color. It definitely looks a little more on the silver side. I don't know if the camera's picking that up exactly, but when we did get this car, we did think it was like silver, but when we parked it next to a silver car, actually we realized it was kind of more of like a pewtery beige kind of color. And we thought about doing it like a silver, close enough to the door jambs to avoid doing the door jambs. But we decided to go with the stock color because it kind of grew on us. But we did last minute decide to do a metallic flake, and it's a very, very fine metallic flake. Normally you'd do something like this, possibly like just very lightly, so it's like a little bit of like an angel dust and just barely catches a twinkle here and there. I'm gonna go ahead and take the sunlight, guys, and see if, I don't know if you guys can pick that up in the camera or not, but it's just absolutely beautiful. Cannot wait to get the rest of this thing painted and get it out in the sun and really check this thing out. And of course, our spoiler, and we've already refinished the roof. And it's definitely a lot more silver to the naked eye, that is for sure. So we do have the OEM roof rack rails that are gonna go on this as well. I did have some time on Friday, and we went ahead and installed our tail lights, our license plate, our third brake light. We also have the bumpers here. Now we took apart the front bumper completely. We took out both the lower, the center grille, and the upper portion of the grille, and we separated the two pieces of the bumper, the lower valance and the top part of the bumper. But same thing, layered with the angel dust flake. It's Absolutely beautiful. Super pumped on this color. Super excited. And right here we have the rear bumper as well. You can see we already popped in our lower reflectors. And the rear bumper we actually had to do quite a bit of repairs to. I'm just gonna look in here real quick. You can kind of see there I have some repairs done. It was previously repaired as well. There were some poor repairs on there, so we kind of fixed them up, and I went ahead and actually used some 3M repair material and fixed the cracks. So we basically have a brand new look. But popped our fog lights back in. We don't have any blemishes and marks anymore from our license plate. When we first got the car, they had the front plate on. We removed that, of course, for a cleaner look, and had a lot of marks on there. There were scrapes and all sorts of stuff all over this car. It relatively was in good shape, but it just had its few years of abuse, and we fixed that up. So tell me what you guys think in the comments on the color. I really want to know what you guys think of this effect. Super happy with it. I hope the camera picks that up for you guys. You can see here we do have the emblems. I took these home with me this weekend, and lots of emblems for this vehicle. These are all on the rear door. There's the Acura emblem, and then there's the Acura word, and then it says RDX turbo, and then it also has an SH all-wheel drive emblem as well. So lots of emblems going on back here. So we do plan on putting the emblems back on there. They are chrome. Now, here is the silver flake we used. You can see I have it in a bag here. It makes quite the mess. We don't want this flake to end up in any of our other jobs, especially like a black paint job or something. They would stand out a lot. So of course, once we are done with this vehicle, we are going to be severely cleaning not only the spray booth, but this paint mixing table as well. We'll probably take off all the paint supplies. We'll blow it all off that way, and we'll go ahead and get it all cleaned up, and we'll go ahead and apply some new paper to the top, and we'll make sure all this metallic flake is put away. So I did pay about under just shy of $20. I think it was like 18 or 19 bucks for this metallic flake. It's about it's 2 ounces of chrome 0.004, and there is the part number MF004006, and DID spade. But yeah, I've never used this brand before, but it was pretty affordable, ready, available. It shipped out and it was here in about 2 days. And just a little bit goes a long ways, guys. I didn't even use not even half the bottle, and I got 3 quarts of color blending agent, and we went ahead and mixed up about, I would say about 10 good pinches of metallic flake inside this can and stirred it up. And of course currently we were doing a spray out card at the same time, making sure that we got enough flake. You know, of course you want to do more than 1 coat, so we actually did about 2 coats. If we would have had to have done 3 coats to achieve the amount of flake that we wanted the spray job, we probably would have ran out of blending agent. And basically it's just a clear base coat. Sometimes people call it a mid coat, or you can call it whatever you want. But it's basically just a clear base coat that we mixed up metallic flake in, and that's what we use after we color it out with the base and before the clear coat. So basically that flake is just a clear base coat with the flake in it overlaid on top of our base, and then locked down with clear coat when we're all done. But basically I figured go big or go home, and super happy with the outcome. Car's coming out super clean. I was able to do a good pressure washing behind the bumpers and stuff when we were done priming. So today we are going to go ahead and try to finish blocking this thing out, start getting it prepped out for final paint, and we'll go ahead and mask it up. Now you can see I did the roof and the rear door first. Now we didn't have to do the rear door, but I knew I wanted to do the roof. It's really difficult when you start trying to, especially on a taller vehicle like this, trying to spray the roof at the same time you're doing the doors, because you're really close to the side of the door. And there's been times where my paint suit or my shirt or whatever I'm spraying in has touched the panel and damaged the face of the panel while I'm trying to do the roof. But it also makes it a lot easier in the spray booth, especially when you're doing a 3-stage paint job like this. It definitely cuts down time in the spray booth and lets you focus on just the exterior body of the car versus trying to do every little bit and piece. So we went ahead and did the roof, and while we were doing that, let's just go ahead and do the rear door, get that done. That way we're just focusing on the 2 sides of the vehicle and the hood. We did a parts batch as well, and that's when we went ahead and did the front and rear bumpers. And we also, over here in my pile of a mess here, we have our brand new mirrors. Same thing, all flaked out. So we have 2 brand new mirrors. Those are a huge upgrade from our original damaged mirrors. I believe the lady that used to drive this thing probably hit the garage door every single day backing out of the garage, and these mirrors were just toast, beyond repair. And you can see this one here, similar thing, pretty scraped up. They've been painted on before. I don't know what's going on in between there, but there's just like epoxy glue. I don't even know what to say. They're cracked. They look absolutely awful. One thing I did when I did paint it is you can see the black surrounding ring around the glass. I did like that, but along with the light, there's just a lot of taping off what you're trying to do and a lot of room for air when you're pulling fine line. And personally, in my opinion, I thought it looked really good just to go ahead and color out the mirror. So we went ahead and of course we did tape off our light, our blinker in the mirror, but we went ahead and colored out that ring to match when we were doing it. It's just less monkeying around. So we have 2 brand new mirrors, and we also have our door handles. You can see here we got all our door handles. They're all labeled right hand front, right hand rear, left hand front, and left hand rear. They were originally chrome. I did not like these door handles in chrome. To me, I do like chrome, but to me it was a poor choice on Acura to put chrome door handles on the RDX and the MDX. They just do not match anything else on the vehicle unless you have like chrome wheels. The Honda CR-V line had chrome around the windows, and to me that looked really nice with painted the match door handles. But on this, for some reason, they gave it black around the windows, and they gave them chrome door handles that just literally matched nothing except for the chrome emblems and the stainless exhaust tips, and that's about it. And I do like a little bit of chrome, but the door handles just look super out of place to me. So we went ahead and roughed them up really good inside and out. You can see we have them zip tied to hold them open so we could get paint all around the corners. And there you have it. So we now have painted to match door handles. They won't look out of place, especially since we went with the dark OEM Civic Sport wheels. And we have, of course, dark tint, and we have tinted tail lights as well. I think the painted door handle was a wise decision, and it's going to look a lot cleaner, I believe. And let's see here. Back here you can see we have the rear bumper plugs. Since we added the flake, I didn't want the plugs to not match. These plugs do pop in these holes right here to cover the bolts after you install the rear bumper, and I wanted those to match when you open the rear door. So we went ahead and painted those. They're still on a paint stick until we do full assembly. And we have our antenna base here. You can see I already screwed on the antenna. We are ready to install this as soon as we cut and polish the roof. We do have a little bit of dust and dirt particles that did land in the roof, so we do have a little bit of color standing. For some reason the roof came out a little bit dirty, which is really unfortunate because it's kind of a pain in the butt to color sand and buff roofs, but we have some stands and we're just gonna get it done. We want this car to come out really nice. And as far as the texture of the paint, came out super good. The bumpers came out good. We do have a few nibs, so we'll probably go ahead and touch up our nibs and maybe do a little bit of color sanding in the main larger flat areas of the vehicle, as well as the side and the hood once it's fully assembled. So we will be running this through a full color sand, nib and buffing detail, as well as cleaning out the inside once we are done. So super pumped. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Carmen's super excited to get this thing back. Right now she's driving her Honda Accord until she gets the Turbo RDX back, but I think she's gonna like this color a lot more than the previous color. It is a very mild change, even though it is the same paint code. It is a different variant of the color because it's not nearly as pewter, and along with that silver flake, gave it a very more silver look overall, but also a very sparkly, luxurious, bedazzled, bling bling type of look. So tell me what you guys think in the comments. I hope you guys can see that metallic flake. I have a buddy's 60 Chevy Apache 10 truck coming in today. I got to get the Xterra off the lift. I did not have time to get to it the last couple weeks. I did start in on it, tore it apart. So now, of course, it doesn't run. So we got to push that out. We got to push the Nova out. We've been so busy with customer jobs. And of course, I've had this on the schedule for 2 months and got it in. And now I'm overbooked. So between the three of us in here, I think we're going to do just fine. The goal is to wrap this up by the end of the week. I do believe that I might need a day, possibly 2 days to finish up the detailing, so I could go into next week possibly, but I'm really hoping by the end of the day, Friday, that we have a pretty much fully assembled product and almost ready to go out the door, minus possibly some detailing, but we'll see. We're gonna pull some late evenings, I think, this week. I'd like to get that done. We got lots to get done. My buddy's 60 Chevy is gonna be on the lift probably for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. I hope it goes quick. We got lots of little things that he wants to do. So I definitely overbooked myself a little bit between this job, the 60 Chevy, and of course what got going on, not to mention all the other repairs that we have coming in this week. So it's gonna be a very busy week. So I appreciate you guys all for subscribing to the channel. I know there's a lot of new subscribers on the channel right now, so I hope you guys can all click this like on this video. I got lots of content coming. We got lots of subscribers, so I need to start getting you guys more and more content. We are gonna get the Fast and Furious Jetta out for a Cars and Coffee meet here soon. We of course wanna do much more content with that car, as well as the turbo right-hand drive Civic. And of course the Del Sol. Spring is upon us, summer's upon us, so we plan on getting out and doing lots of adventure type stuff, lifestyle type stuff, and get you guys some good content for the channel. So appreciate you guys all for rocking with us. If you guys can hit that like button below, leave a comment, and if you guys haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.
Ooh, like LeBron though, or like Bonzo. Ooh, I'm a baller, yeah, shot caller, yeah. They love me, you can't touch me, nah, can't trust me. I'm too lucky. Look at me, look at you, what you see, what you do.